Start broadcast. Camera selection. Back camera.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Camera selection. Front camera.
Perfect.
You are now there. One watching.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of your day to check this out. I do greatly appreciate you. I haven't been doing as many scopes as I need to be doing,
You are now there.
but that's not to say that they're not coming.
Camera select. PC. Melody one watching. Melody access join.
Hey, Melody Access, thanks for joining. I'm going to talk today about driverless cars and my thoughts and opinions about them. Some people are going to agree with my thoughts. Some people are going to disagree with my thoughts. If you guys get any value out of this and or you think that your friends or followers might get value out of this, tap that number in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a bald guy for those of you who have vision, and you can share/follow me.
Watching. Melody access join.
So, real quick, guys, I want to start out this scope by telling you a little story about my 16th birthday and opportunities I've had driving. When I turned 16, my dad and my uncle both said, hey, and this wasn't the first time this had happened, but they said, hey, Michael, every other 16-year-old goes out and gets his driver's license. But because of the way that, well, I don't know, you can't see, you're not going to go and get your driver's license, obviously. So what they decided to let me do is drive. I am completely blind, have been since birth. And some of you might be wondering, well, how in the heck does that work? Someone sat in the passenger seat. Hey, Decor Seminars. Hey, thanks for joining. So someone sits in the passenger seat and they tell me, Michael, turn left. Michael, turn right. Yeah, a little bit more left, a little bit more left. No, I meant right. So that's how I'm able to drive. Now, I do make the joke, especially when people ask me, you've driven, Michael? I say, yeah. And you know what?
Good morning.
And good morning to you too. And I'm like, yeah, I have driven. And you know what? It's a lot better when I can drive with someone who knows the difference between left and right. Because you screw up left and right. Yeah. One other driving story. That was a fun time. One other driving story is I had my buddy George in the back of a truck, and my aunt's ex-boyfriend and I were driving up he lives on a ranch, and we were driving up the road at his house. And I was going, and apparently there's a cliff on the left. He told me, Michael, turn left. He meant to say right. He lifted up his right hand, but obviously I didn't see it. My buddy, he jumps out of the back of the truck, screaming at the top of his lungs, and says, what are you doing? So, hey, that blind guy 76, who are you? I like blind guys. That's my email. Well, not 76. That blind guy at hotmail.com is one of my emails. But, so, you know, it was kind of interesting that he jumped out of the truck, was scared of the blind person driving. I don't even know why he was in the back of the truck in the first place. But that just leads me to the purpose of this scope. Driverless cars. Give me some hearts or tap that number in the bottom right-hand corner if you're excited for them. Because me, I am ready. I'm ready for this driverless car storm to take the world by storm. Wow, that's funny. Oh yeah, it is. There's a few other stories that I've got, so definitely follow me if you're not. Tap that 5 in the bottom right-hand corner. Double tap on my name, and then find the follow button, which is the very last button. So driverless cars. Those of you who don't know, Tesla released I'm not sure what you mean by your comment there, blind guy 76. Tesla released a update to a lot of their newer cars that does some basic autonomous driving. Which means that it does some basic hands-off driving. It can stop, it can help with parallel parking, and Tesla is not the only one doing this. A lot of people know that Google has had a car on the road since 2009. I need to get with Mark Riccobono, because he's driven this car to the best of my knowledge. But since 2009 or 2010, Google's had a driverless car on the roads. Virginia, I just heard on the news, and that's what inspired this scope. Virginia made it possible for driverless cars to be licensed on their roads. So now Virginia, Nevada, and California, I think, are the 3 states that have allowed driverless cars to be licensed on their roads. Now, what does this mean for me as a blind person? Well, First of all, it means that I need to convince my wife that we need a new car. And she's, I think she's almost there. I asked her the other day, hey, would you be open to looking into a Tesla, babe? And she said, well, maybe. I mean, well, I don't want another car payment, but maybe. So I think she's almost there. But here's the deal, guys. What this means for a blind individual and or someone who's got some balls and who's willing to get out there and get on some adventures is,
When July 76. When will they have the mainstream?
when will they have Tesla is actually mainstream.
Try watching.
You can't just punch in an address and it'll drive you there. But from what I understand, look up the Tesla autonomous car upgrade. It was an upgrade to the Tesla cars that they rolled out over the last 3 days of last week. And apparently I'm getting fan fiction alert. Interesting. So
When July 76. When will they have the mainstream?
where was it going with? So the purpose of autonomous cars and what autonomous cars can do for a blind person is this. And by autonomous, I mean driverless. Let's say that I needed to go pick up, I like using this example. Let's say that I needed to go pick up a dozen of roses for my wife. Okay. I could call 1-800-FLOWERS or FTD and have them deliver them to my house. And then I could put them in her car and, hey, I can be romantic. She'll get them when she gets up to go for work. Or, I'm going to walk in the other room and shut this computer because it's irritating me. Or what I could, in theory, do once autonomous cars are available is, go out, get in the car, punch in the address for our local florist, go in there, talk with the people, tell them what I'm looking for, have flowers when she wakes up. Hey, welcome. Have flowers for her when she wakes up. And then my romantic level is a lot higher. Oh, yeah, and I saved the money on the delivery fee because FTD charges like $7 to deliver, and 1-800-FLOWERS is $6.49 or $6.50 or something. So I could save money on the flower delivery fee. But autonomous cars aren't just for going to pick up flowers. Today I realized, hey, we're out of milk. Okay? I would have to, if I wanted to go get it independently, which I might do, or I might ask Mallory to pick some up on her way home from work. But if I wanted to go pick it up independently, I'd need to arrange transportation and or walk to Walmart, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's only a mile and a half away.
Messages notification. Now. I love you.
And
76. No more buses.
What?
6 watch. When July 76. No more buses.
Non-moored buses?
Camera selection.
Yeah, if you live in a town with buses.
When July 76. No more buses. 6 watching. Button.
So, I could, obviously walk to Walmart, pick up a gallon of milk, and or get a cab or arrange other transportation. But why couldn't I just walk out my front door, whip out my cell phone, because we know by the time autonomous cars are mainstream, you're not going to have car keys. Why do you need a car key? There's an app for that. Whip out my cell phone, tap it on the door handle, which will unlock, start up the car, or you probably can remote start your cars. I mean, I don't know any of this, but why not? And, jump in the car, have the destination programmed into my phone, or speak the destination to the car, say, hey, we need to go to Walmart. It drops me off at Walmart's front door. Hey, look. No more disability parking, guys. I mean, you get out of your car, you're in a wheelchair, you get out of your car, and you wheel right inside. Your car goes and finds a parking spot because it can identify where other cars are. And then, when you're done, you come out, you hit a button on your phone, or because phones are smart. I don't know if I agree with that one, but because phones are smart, it'll know when you're at the front door. Your car will be like, oh, well, Michael needs to get picked up now, so I hope it doesn't talk that way, but I'm gonna drive and pick him up, and then I'm gonna take him home. 100% independence. 100% independence from something like a driverless car. In my opinion, this is an appropriate topic for today. It is the Back to the Future Day, just so you know. And
When July 76. No more buses.
I think it's important that we realize how revolutionary driverless cars can be. So, am I for driverless cars? Hell yeah. Am I going to get into a driverless car the first opportunity I have? Hell yeah, I'm going to. And are you? Let me know. What do you think? Are you down with the whole driverless car thing?
Check mark. When July 76. I hope it just tell that way. Love.
Yeah, I hope it does talk that way too. Hey, at least have a personality. It doesn't need to be a voiceover or Siri voice, but have a personality. Come on.
Camera selection. TCP. Stop broadcast. Camera. TCP. At that window 76. I hope it just tell that way. 3 watching. Button.
So, what do you guys think? Let's get a little bit of engagement from those 3 individuals watching.
At that window 76. I hope it just tell that
Are you guys excited for autonomous cars, or are you terrified of them? Because I do understand the terrified side, you know.
Camera selection.
Oh, your car can get
At that window
hacked.
76. I want one now.
Yeah, I want one now too.
3 watching. Button.
Blind Guy 76. I'm gonna follow you here on Periscope. Is the Blind Guy 76 your Twitter handle too?
At that window 76. I want
That
one
Blind Guy 76, is that your Twitter handle too? Let me know, because if I'm not following you on Twitter, I'll follow you. I want to connect with you. But I want one yesterday.
3 watching.
I mean,
at that window 76. Stop broadcast.
the ability to be able to
At
go,
that window 76. Yes.
awesome.
3 watching.
The ability to be able to go and do what I want when I want without having to worry about acquiring transportation has the blood in my veins flowing. It gives me passion and inspiration to make things happen. So, those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Babcock. I teach other blind entrepreneurs how to build the foundation of their brand online using WordPress, and I motivate and inspire people like you to get off your ass and make things happen. I'm destroying the excuses you've got. Destroying. I love that word. Destroying. Or did I use? I don't remember. Destroying, or there's another adjective I used. I think adjective is the right word.
At that window 76. Yes.
But anyways, guys, thanks for taking the time out of your day. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to be scoping more often. I used to scope twice a day. I'm not going to commit myself to twice a day because I did get burned out on that pretty fast. But I'm going to be at least scoping once every 24 hours. And definitely follow me if you're not. Touch that 3 in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a bald guy, if you can see. Or a bald girl. It's a bald thing. Hey, there we go. Touch that bald thing in the bottom right-hand corner. Follow me. And let's engage. Look forward to connecting with you. I'm also on Twitter.
Stop broadcast.